So this is going to go through your basic layout of a window. You're going to start with your bottom plate being laid out with your 16 on center, and then you can come over here and wherever you start your window, you're going to have a king stud, which goes all the way from the bottom plate to the top plate, which would go up here. And then you're going to have your jack stud, which goes from the bottom plate to the bottom of the header. And you're going to have one of those on either side. And then you're going to have your leg, which goes from the bottom plate to the sill. And the sill goes across the bottom of the window, and the header goes across the top of the window. The sill in this case is 26 3/4 inches, and the header is 29 3/4 inches, and that's because you have 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches. You have two 2x4s, one on each side. And then this leg in the middle, these legs are on either side of the windowsill, and so that's gonna determine how far apart those are. But then these middle legs, this case one, other cases more than one, you still continue on the layout. You start with your 16-inch layout, and you put that leg stud there. And then your top plate's obviously gonna go on top of here. And then if you'll come look on this side, how you make a header, you have one 2x4 that's gonna go under the top plate. Your top plate's gonna set on top of this. And then you have two 2x4s going the other way. Then you have a bottom 2x4, and these are all tied together. You make this first, put these 4 pieces together, and then you put the jack stud here, and there's a king stud that would go here, but I put this, or I left that off so you could see that. So this is your basic view of a window. Like I said, header, sill, leg, jack, king, bottom plate, and you have a top plate on here. So this is gonna be our nail, so I can show you from a distance. This is gonna be the head of the nail. This is gonna be the tip of the nail. So just like that. You come over here, when you put the header together, you're gonna put 3 nails going this way and 3 nails going this way. And then as you saw, we have two 2x4s going vertically, and you're gonna have 2, one on each side, one for each 2x4. And then for the leg, jack, and king stud, you're gonna toenail all those to the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 on the other side, and then 1, 2, 3, and 3 on the other side. And then this leg stud, you can either toenail it or you can come up the bottom, whichever way you want to do that. And then this sill is going to be easy to do, 2 nails in each 2x4 going down through the sill. And then to tie in the header, you're going to put a nail, toenail it at the top between the jack stud and the header. And then obviously your top plate is just going to be nailed down into it, and you can do the 16-inch layout. And the studs are still going to be the same, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. And those measurements are going to be the same, but that's how you nail together a window. So for a door, the only difference you're going to have, you're still going to have your king stud, you're still going to have your jack stud holding up the header, you're still going to have your top plate, you're still going to have your bottom plate, you're just not going to have this sill or these legs. So in this case, you would just have your jack stud, which is 43.5 inches, and then your king stud, which is 50 inches, and your header, and then you just ignore this middle part and do the same thing with the 16-inch layouts, but you don't have to worry about the middle stud because it's going to be an open.